Yo, what's up, YouTube? Edwin, the comic jabroni, coming at you. And I had to buy a book for school. Where do I buy my books for school? Well, I come to Half Price Books. So while I'm up here picking this book up, I'm also going to look through the comics and see if maybe I can get a little lucky. So I'm going to take you inside. We're going to look through some comics. We're going to see what we can find. And then when we get home, I'm going to show you what I picked up. So I'll be right back. Welcome back, guys. So as you saw at the beginning of that video, tonight I had to go buy Half Price Books because I had ordered a book online and had it shipped to the store because it's free shipping, and it was a book that I needed for class. So it's not a comic book, it's a text book that I needed for class. Half Price Books had it, so I might as well check out the comic book section while I'm at Half Price Books. And this was a Half Price Books that I haven't been to in a while, so I figured maybe I can get lucky and find some good stuff. So I recorded some video while I was inside the store. I'm gonna go ahead and drop that right here. As you can tell, I'm walking up to the store. I go in, I walk into Half Price Books, and I kind of put the phone down a little bit by my side. I didn't want anybody in the store to say, "Sir, you can't record in this store." And whatever. So, as you can see, I walk in and then I start looking through the Batman section, as I always do. This first section I walk into, and then I see that they had some Conan books there. It looked like somebody might have just dropped off a nice run of Conan, and I just made my way through the different sections. So I want to start off by showing the first two books that I picked up. I only grabbed 4. The first 2 are regular size comics, and then the last 2 are magazine size comics. So the first book I picked up is Conan the Barbarian, issue number 100. This is a minor key because it is the death of Belit. It's a Conan book that I very rarely see. And when I mean rarely, I mean this is the first time I've ever seen it out in the wild. It's not an incredibly expensive book, but it is a anniversary issue of Conan, and I could have picked up way more of those Conans if I really had the money to spend, but I shouldn't be spending this money. But I can't help myself, So, guys, I love Conan. I love the stories in the Conan books. I really love the cover art on Conan, on this original Conan the Barbarian series. So, Conan issue 100. Next book that I picked up is Batman issue 609. Guys, at $1.50. I could not believe that this book was in there, just randomly thrown in. If you guys don't know, this is part of the Hush storyline, and 609 is a key because it is the first appearance of Thomas Elliot. Thomas Elliot goes on to become Hush. So I thought this was a pretty good key to pick up at Half Price Books at $1.50 when this book probably runs in the range of $10 to $15, and it hasn't been totally destroyed by all the rest of the customers looking through the Half Price Books comics, or the employees who don't care about comics and they just kind of throw stuff all in there. It's a pretty decent, like a 9.2 grade on this. Pretty good in my opinion. For $1.50, you can't beat that. But this next part of the video that I'm going to show you, I was going to leave. I said, man, I only found really 2 books. Kind of a loss, but I picked up some okay stuff. And then I looked at the bottom of that wooden case, and they had these pull-out drawers. And at the very bottom, one of the pull-out drawers had magazine-size comics. Ooh, what can I find? I'm going to show you that video, and then we'll be right back. So guys, as you saw in that video, man, they had some awesome stuff. Now, it wasn't Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, what I was really hoping for, but they had some comics I had never seen before. That Epic, it's called Epic Collection. Then they had 1994 comics and the Savage Sword of Conan. They had the one Vampirella issue. I almost picked up that Vampirella issue. I'm not the biggest Vampirella fan. Honestly, I've never read a Vampirella, but that cover was fire. But they wanted $30 for it. I just couldn't see myself shelling out $30 for a comic that I don't entirely care for. But I did pick up 2 issues, right? When I go into a Half Price Books, really one of the first things that I do, I go into the Batman section, but I also use my phone and I pull out the Key Comic Collector app, or Key Collector Comics app. It's one of those 2. And I start looking through. Well, I did the same with these magazine-size comics. And sure enough, that Epic Illustrated was in there. And Bill Bill Sienkiewicz, his first actual comic art, like his first cover art, is in an Epic Illustrated. And it's actually issue 36, I think. But the one that I picked up was this one, and I don't have the number on it. It just says it's from December of 1984, and that is Epic Illustrated right there. Now, this is a key. There's a first appearance of a goddess or something in there, but the big thing about it, number 1, that's an amazing cover. Number 2 is December of 1984, which is scientifically, mathematically proven to be the greatest month and year ever, right? One of the main reasons because the comic jabroni was born December 1984. But the other thing is, in this comic, there is a John Byrne written and illustrated story of Galactus, right? Marvel's Galactus. And I'm going to show you a screenshot. Galactus shows up at the end of this book. So this isn't Marvel, right? This is created. I don't know who did this. I don't see a publisher on here, but right on the front it says The Last Galactus Story. So I don't know what that's about. I'm gonna have to do some more research on that, but this was incredible, and I couldn't pass it up. I really could not pass it up. Even at the price tag, it says $10. I got like 10% off on that, so I got it for $9. But to be honest, guys, when do you see these? Ever, unless you go on eBay, right, or you buy them online somehow. To find these in the wild in such great condition is what blows my mind. I had to pick it up. Now I picked up one more magazine-sized comic, and this one, not a key. I just thought the cover was so amazing that it had to be picked up. So that last magazine-sized comic is 1994. Issue number 14, and this is actually from August of 1980 something, and it's a Warren magazine. It says provocative illustrated adult fantasy. But guys, take a look at that amazing cover, man. This chick is a badass. She got this dude's head, she got the sword, she's like, come mess with me, sucker. I couldn't pass it up. As you saw in that video, there were a ton of them. There were some awesome Conan covers in there, magazine-sized Conans, the heavy metal magazines that you don't see a ton of those around. And I asked the guy that was kind of running the shop, running Half Price Books. There was a bunch of people there, but I asked one guy, and I said, "Hey, is there any chance you have any more of these?" Because there was that one Bill Sienkiewicz epic illustrated that I was looking for. He said, "Man, those came in maybe a couple days ago to a week ago, and I put them all out." I said, "Damn." He said, "But you're really one of the first people to really go through it. I haven't seen anybody else look through those. So, you know, I don't know if I picked the best out of the bunch. Maybe those other ones that I really wanted were taken, but I think I made out. I picked only 4 books up, but to just find these 2 magazine-sized comics, I was, you know, elated. I was ecstatic. I was happy as can be. Happy as a pig in...
Perfect.
Guys, so anyways, this is a quick video just kind of showing you my Half Price Books haul. I absolutely love going to Half Price Books. I'm supposed to meet up with Oscar from Lost in Comics this Saturday at Half Price Books here in San Antonio. We're going to go do some hunting, Half Price Books. If you guys don't know who Lost in Comics is, I'm going to link their channel right there. Go check them out, man. Fellow San Antonio comic book brothers. All right, go check them out. Go check their channel out. I actually made a guest appearance on their episode. I believe it was yesterday. I made a guest appearance right at the beginning of that episode. Go check that out. Subscribe to their channel, like, comment, do all that fun stuff, man, and let them know that the Comic Jabroni sent you. But anyways, guys, have you ever been to a Half Price Books? And if you have you ever found some hot fire there? But until next time, thanks for watching the video. Hit that like, comment down below. New to the channel, hit that subscribe button and join the hashtag Comic Jabroni Nation. But take it easy.
It's over 9,000.
Peace.